All of that. I said all of that and you guys couldn't hear me. Can you hear me now? There we go. Sorry, Ellie. I did not know that the sound was, unavailable. But I guess we're back now. There we go. Well, so what I was saying before was good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on wherever you're coming from, right? We know that we got people checking in from all over. If you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and smash the like button. If you are watching on X, guys, go ahead and hit the heart. I appreciate that. We'll do a little walkthrough halfway through the show. We'll do a little tutorial on how to like a video on X. It's really easy, super simple. But we'll go ahead and take care of business later, baby. All right. A couple things going on. Let's see. The market's taking a dump. That's basically what I was talking about the whole time, is that from the morning, I will get back on the text. Don't you worry, you guys. I will get back on the text. I've been away from my cell phone doing stuff. Anyway, the markets took a big dump from the morning show to Ben's show, and then things have still been going down. If you looked at, I was looking at some of the chart here on a smaller time frame, like say the 30-minute chart. We're still seeing red, so things are still going down. I am not getting in any trades quite yet. Not until we know the dust has settled. Now we know things have kind of smoothed out, but again, with the candle still being red on say the 30-minute, and I happened to just be looking at the XRP chart on the 30-minute. So maybe some of other coins are doing well. We'll find out here in a second, but not getting any trades right now unless there's something that's good. I will look at some meme coins and some other things. So when we get towards the H2. Right. That's we don't work in quarters anymore. Even though there's 4 things up here, we're really just going to divide it by H1 and H2, as that's like what Solana's doing with the Sweet Play 1, right? In H1 of 2025. So we like that. So we switched to that. So in H2 of the show, we'll be getting into some charts. We'll be getting into some DEX tools, if you will, maybe some DEX screener if we need to get down and dirty. So if you got anything that you want to look at, if you want to chart it up, shoot it in the chat over on YouTube. So, or I guess it'll happen on, if you get it on X, I'll get it as well. If you're watching there. So I will just make sure that I pull up the, I have to go to YouTube Studio here and pull up the video so that I can make sure that if you guys send it like a contract address, that I can just copy paste it out of the chat. And so feel free to do that if that is what you want to do and you want me to check some of those out, drop them in there a little bit later. You can do it anytime in the show, but it may be more advantageous to do that when we get there. All right, let's do this. Let us go to the coin market cap. That's where we're going to get our information from. As you can see, the market's down 6%, 6.44% today. Oof, took a beating. Could be a leverage flush, could be all sorts of things. Could be the setup, the dip before the rip, if you will. Sometimes, when you dip that chip in, it breaks. That's what we're looking at right now, is the broken chip. But then you go back in with another one, you get the chip and extra dip, and then everything's good. So that's what we're looking forward to happening very soon, is the pump of all pumps. So respect the pump, respect the trends, all that stuff. So get ready. That's why we're not getting a trade. We're respecting the trend until this thing reverses. We're going to hold off. I don't need to play the chop, the downward chop. We'll play upward chop. Bitcoin. What am I looking at right now? What is this thing sorted at? Oh, by the weekly. Okay, let's go by market cap. That gets us what we want to be looking at. There we go. You got Bitcoin coming in at 96.7. I'll tell you what, just yesterday, we were braggadocious about $102,000. That was yesterday. We'll look at some candlesticks in a little while, and we can make some measure moves. And Ninja Fourth says January 20th will hit 120,000. I do not disagree with you, brother. I do not disagree. We are we are locked and loaded, ready to roll. This thing is coiled up. There is no reason that we went down this much other than the harder they fall, the harder they pump. That's the only way you can explain it. in this deep into a bull run. I guess there are times for good resets, and so this is where we're at. We're resetting. That's it. It's just we're collecting the momentum. We didn't get down into the high 70s, right? We never went down and closed up that gap, but we did come down. This is the second time we've come down, I think, into the 90s, right? And so we're just building better protection for ourselves, plunge protection, if for the next run up. And so I feel like this is going to be a great stopping point for this particular dip, and pretty soon here, man, it's gonna be off to the races. But just keep watching those charts, set your time frames, and we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll look at the charts, we'll set some lines, and we'll set some alarms, because that's been working out great, is to have alarms going off. But anyway, Ethereum coming in at 3,400. You got XRP 229 down 5.5% today. Sheesh. Solana 204 down 6.5% today. Sheesh. Who are our biggest losers? Where are our biggest opportunities at? Biggest opportunities, who cares about SPS 6900, XDC? I cut that loose a long time ago. Pudgy Penguins. I'm really torn about what this coin is going to do for the bull run. If this thing is going to lead in some way, shape, or form, when you think about brand recognition, they are in just about every store where people shop, right? Especially people who are paying attention to stuff like this, and that's younger eyes, right, who will see this stuff and understand this and know what it is. And so I had seen somebody tweeting about this, and it made a lot of sense, where they've got the physicals that are in the stores, they've got the NFTs, and now they got a coin. And as far as when retail comes in, this may be one of the best meme coins of all. Who knows? And it's on Solana, so we're gonna have to keep up with this. I like it. I like the whole idea of riding this thing. I mean, it's already number 53. It came out hot and heavy, though, in the billions, though, on market cap. So we'll have to wait and see. What do we got? There's 88.88 total in the supply, with 62 billion circulating. So you got most of the supply out. What is that? 70%, somewhere around there. Yep, there it is. 70.7%. All right, let's go back and see what else do we got. That's a losers. We are the losers. Come on. Jasmine, Gala, Bonk, Stacks, Floki, World. Okay, Dog Whiff. Beam. I got rid of the beam bag, guys. I want to let you know I made accounts, some cuts. Let's see, where are we at here? We're still at 15 for whatever reason. I got to double check and see why. I thought I cut something out, but maybe we added something. Oh yeah, we got the AI16Z. That's what it was. That's what brought us back up to 15. And I'm probably going to cut the Avalanche loose. I just got to work on some things. And so the deposit got flagged by Femex for whatever reason. It pulled it from the core. So y'all know my story with the AVAX. So the AVAX that I have, that I've ever gotten, went into an app, the core app. After Stars Arena, it went to the core app, and then from there I tried to send it into Femex over the weekend. I was going to cut it loose, and it got flagged. Security, it failed. And so I was talking to my rep at Femex, and I got to do some things to get that fixed up. But that's crazy. That I guess it's good. It's good security. They want to make sure they know where the funds are coming from. They don't want any illicit funds coming onto the exchange, because then that becomes an issue. And I don't know what the problem is. And so again, I got to talk with the support team there. But very interesting. But that was my goal, was to cut the AVAX loose. I just that's not where I'm at. I know that they're going to get into the RWA stuff, but I just think it's slow going. It could go, and we'll look at the chart in a little bit, but it was something that I was losing patience with. And maybe this is the sign from the crypto gods saying, don't cut it loose. Just do what you got to do, and then leave it alone. Don't sell it. We'll see. We'll see. Smash the like if you think I should keep or sell that AVAX. Whatever you want. You're the one who's deciding, and you'll decide with that like button. So all you got to do is hit the like, and your decision will come true, probably. I love my chat. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the chat over on YouTube. You guys make the dream work. I love it. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you all for being here. Who got the gold today, by the way? Degen Brian, my guy. Blocky, not too far behind him. Who else is in here? Who else is in here? Ellie. Shout out to Ellie. Shout out to Corey. Corey went deaf. He says that's when I, had no audio. So my bad, guys. I'm glad you guys texted me. Several of you did. I feel like I got some text to get. I got 1, 2, 3. Blocky, Doug, Corey, Mike Vollmer. I got your text messages. Thank you. I will get back to you. Thank you. There we go. By the way, going to zero. All of them, all crypto. Rumor has it in the chat that crypto is going to zero. It's no bueno. Anything on the week we should be looking at? Only 8% down is the most, and that's Pepe. Nothing on super sale this week. IMX. Did I get rid of that one? I might have cut IMX and Beam, and I did. I did cut both of those loose, and that it felt good to get rid of those. Those felt, and I know that those were from my gaming homies, but they were dragging me down and driving me crazy, and so it is what it is. It is exactly what it is. Smash the like button if you guys like selling coins. All right. I believe that's all we can do on CoinMarketCap, right? Fear and Greed Index coming in at 66. That's greed. We got greed in the house. We're not an extreme greed. We were. It has come down, but since we're going back up from here, where did we come down to? 50? We got to 50 on the 30th of December, and we've climbed up since. I would think that we're probably, if my memory serves me correct, that this is probably a little bit scarier territory than December 30th, because we had, I think December 30th was pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was after the new year when things got good. All right. Anyway, we could go into, let's go to the all-time. That's it. Man, I feel like we should have longer than for the fear and greed for crypto since this. My God, that's not very long. And so here we go. The highest that we've seen it get was back in the beginning of 2024 when we hit 90. We've been in extreme fear or extreme greed, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We're on our way back there. Fifth time's the lucky charm in this world. And so there you go. Oh, I didn't even switch the tab over. I hate that. I fucking hate that. That's my bad. There you go. There's the fear and greed index chart, and we can. There it is. Anyway, you can see it now. I'll pull it. What do we got to do? There you go. We'll put that there like that. There you go. Now you can see all of it, right? There you go. Now we're in business. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. There we go. Let's check out the chat. Yeah, I mean, guys, buying more alts, absolutely. And we got to be looking at those AI agents. I gotta get somebody on and talk about that and see where we can be really looking for the AI agents thing. All right, let's get into let's do this. We are gonna get into some headlines. I got 3 stories we could pull up. This first one, watch out, Michael Saylor. You got Sol Strategies. They're taking out a $25 million credit line to invest in the Sol tokens and staking operations. They want to be the micro strategy of Solana. Publicly traded holding company Sol Strategies, the ticker HODL, has drawn down $4 million of a $25 million credit facility to invest in Solana and their staking business. They've pivot. This is a pivot that they're making. They are Canadian, so it's 25 million Canadian dollars. So it's backed by Syrup, as you know, Syrup and Moose Antlers. They're Toronto based. There was some more information down here. Let's see. The company has sold off a number of its investments, including most notably an equity stake in Animoca Brands, which previously represented its second largest holding after Bitcoin, invested directly into Solana tokens and Solana validators, rebranding to Sol Strategies 4 months ago. There you go. The nod to Saylor himself at MicroStrategy. Here we go. As of December 31st, last year. So just a few weeks, just a week ago. It's January 7th. Here we go. The first official week is over. We are now, I believe, as the calendar looks at it, we are now, no, today is the final day of the first week, technically. Tomorrow starts week 2, even though it's Wednesday. These middle of the week holidays were pretty. I don't know about you guys, and let's be real for a second here. The back-to-back midweek holidays with the weekend, that was like almost treacherous. That it was like 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, a day off, whatever. Like however it ended up being, like it was just so crazy. Did you guys have a hard time with that? Was that something that was, the middle of the week holiday is, I'd say, more stressful? I'd much probably appreciate it more if it was just weekend and weekend, and then just like leave my week alone and let me just have like a normal week. Neil, how do you get a loan like that? I'll tell you what, we should probably start it now. What we can do is together we'll collectively, we're in a group, so we can talk about this, and we'll start a DAO, and we can write up a proposal, and then we'll get a loan. We'll get like a grant loan, a crypto grant loan, and then we'll just start like we'll be something else strategies. We'll be like Ondo strategies. You guys want to start that with me? Ondo strategies will just be Ondo maxis. We'll just keep buying every single day. We'll buy as much as we can. We'll recruit people. I think that's a great idea. And Ellie will front some foot pictures. There you go. I love this. All right. Let's get back to the news. Here we go. Enough of this. Is this over? No, this is still going on. Anything important? Yeah, so they're okay. It was just more of a joke of watch out, Michael Saylor. But as it turns out, they it was a nod to MicroStrategies. This other story that I got, number 2 out of 3, is Crypto.com sports test legal ruling with new prediction markets, with decades of resistance to prediction markets appearing outdated and public demand growing. Crypto.com submission to the CFTC seems poised for widespread adoption, argues Aaron Brogan, the lawyer specializing in crypto and emerging tech regulation. So here we go. Back on Thursday of December 19th, they submitted a self-certifying paperwork to the CFTC for the first legal prediction market directly tied to the outcomes of sporting events. Now, they are talking about title events such as NFL Super Bowl, the NHL Stanley Cup, and the NCAA Championship. Now, I know we've all got our favorite prediction market that we like to use right now, Polymarket. What do we got here today? I'm going to hit refresh just to make sure we're looking at the latest and the greatest in the sports world. In the sports world, we got the Suns and the Hornets. We've got the Rockets and the Wizards. That's hockey. The Senators and the Red Wings are. And then you got the Stars and the Rangers. All right, so we just got a couple basketball games, but then we've got some hockey down here. Here we go. Are the Blackhawks playing? No, and then we go back to basketball and then back to hockey. Okay, but no Blackhawks, no Bulls. All right. Sucks to suck. Anyway, so until Crypto.com comes out with their sports prediction market, you might as well just use Polymarket, or I think Soul Casino might have had some, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've been there. Let's go. Y'all remember that shit when we were doing the Soul Casino? Here we go. Share this tab instead. Come on, baby. Sorry, looks are trying to. What? I have the VPN on here. Nope. Dang it. Darn it. Okay. Well, then we can't log in, but we can still look at the stuff. Let's see. I know that they got sports here, right? Man, this was fun when Turbo and I used to play this. We used to come out here and play games, win souls. Sometimes you get wrecked. Sometimes you go out a huge winner. You guys, if I don't know anybody remember that shit when we were doing that, that was fun. Yeah, this site ain't really gonna work. It is not really gonna work for me. Anyway, so back to the article. See, historically, the CFTC has resisted approving contracts like these. However, you know what's interesting is that gambling in a lot of states, I believe, might be legal now, or it's legalized in more states than it ever has been. So I do know that. So maybe that they will get an approval for this. I mean, yeah, we do have DraftKings, FanDuel, something like that. Crypto.com may change the game with this bold move. I love it. Let's see. The law lights the way. Here we go. Self-certified stuff. All right. Well, we're gonna have to pay attention to this. This could be cool to have a company that we know. When you talk about these provably fair and these prediction markets and all that kind of stuff, Crypto.com doing things by the books, and so I'm willing to venture that they're going to get the go ahead on this. I'd like to see this win, this pass, and so let's go. Good luck, Crypto.com. All right. And our last article is for my gaming friends. This came out just a little bit before the show started. And I would assume that y'all were going to love this. And so I figure, why the not? Why not? Let's talk about some gaming stuff for my gamer friends. I used to have some Alluvium tokens, but I sold them and I sold them at a loss because it was just not doing anything. And I think probably at this point, the loss is by now totally made up, and so I'm not worried about it. But maybe it's time to get back into some Alluvium. We'll see. Here we go. Ethereum, the game Alluvium reveals AI agent plans via surging virtuals protocol. So I wonder, is this a full pivot, or is this just, hey, this is something integration that we can make? Let's see here. Ethereum this Alluvium is set to leverage the viral AI agents virtual protocols to enhance its non-playable characters or NPCs. This comes after Virtuals has surged in popularity in recent weeks and lowered its barrier for AI agent creation, leading to the creation of some of crypto Twitter's favorite new characters. Now, we've had some come into the morning show. We've had some AI characters come in, and I tell you what, it's fun. Some are terrible. Some are just horrible, but some are funny as hell. So, just be on the lookout for that. Don't trust all these accounts. They may be AI agents giving takes on coins and all that stuff. Just look out for real people. Just because from what I understand, there's a lot of AI accounts on X, and most people, and you wouldn't understand it, unless you understood what was happening. Anyway, The Virtuals protocol straps AI agents with its proprietary game large language model framework to power AI agents. AI XBT is the most popular of its creations thus far, with a $489 million market cap with over 320,000 followers on X. No one cares about the followers count. That doesn't really mean anything. Followers can be bought very easily. The same technology said to be, there we go. Here's an announcement from Alluvium. We're thrilled to announce our partnership with Virtuals, powered by the cutting-edge game framework. Together, we're revolutionizing the intersection of AI and Web3 gaming, pushing the boundaries of immersive experiences. Now, what's really cool about AI and gaming, and it was man, I think it was earlier this year. It was either at the tail end of last year or earlier this year. Maybe it was during the summer, when the NVIDIA chip came out, where it had AI integration in there for the NPCs, and I think the demo was like a ramen shop, right, where you went in and you were talking to the chef, and that character would have a conversation with you based on the character, just on the conversation that you're having. It was not predetermined like video games have been in past, and I think that is something that when games are going to be like that, when it is basically, when you think about you choose your own adventure, you typically, again, you have predetermined outcomes, and it's about how do you reach that, how do you reach that predetermined outcome, where this is going to be the ultimate, this may change people's perception and a decision, how they perceive games, right? I'm not a gamer, but if this is something that's different, and it's like, an enhancement of somehow to life, and how you can like train yourself or train your things for, self in certain situations, like it's really interesting, right? It could be used instead of calling it a video game, it could be like a training simulator or something. Anyway, all right, let's go back to, that's the end of the article, right? There we go. So it's going to improve gameplay and interactions with the NPCs. While the partnership announcement claims that all 3 titles will eventually use the framework, it appears that Alluvium's evolving open world survival game Overworld will use it first. There you go. There's a little alpha for you. Read between the lines. This comes after Alluvium outlined plans to move the franchise forward, as co-founder Kieran Warwick admitted in the post blog that concerns about its gameplay were valid. There you go. All right. Oh, here we go. We got a quote. We love quotes. We love giving out quotes. Here we go. Alluvium's immersive world combined with an agentic NPC framework positions it to lead the next era of gaming innovation, Ethermage, the Sudness co-founder of Virtuals Protocol, said in a statement. We're thrilled to bring our proprietary framework to life in their upcoming MMO Lite and showcase the transformative potential of AI-driven gaming. There we go. Boom, baby. That is it. That's it for the article. That's also it for the headlines section today. We're only going to do 3 articles every day. I think it's fun, and this way it helps get us through, with the market update, bullshitting a little bit and getting through headlines. That runs us through halfway through the show. It's a great time for me to thank you for being here. Literally, you could be anywhere on the planet, but you are here hanging out, listening, and I appreciate you immensely. Go ahead and give yourself a back pat. You can also, I told you we were going to do this. You can also, let's look at the breakup. It's usually very, very lopsided. There we go. We've got a lot of viewers on X. So we'll make sure that we show you how to do this. Now, if you are watching over on X, I'm going to show you how this is done. So here we go. We are on the profile. There you go. So you can see this is actually me talking. Boom. Okay. So here we go. You're watching it in this mode right here because you love to see that shit full screen. You know it, right? Well, all you got to do, turn your phone like this. Hit the like. Look, now you can see it's liked. See that red heart? Here we go. 3 of you, 3 others of you. I love you. Thank you for doing that, liking that post. So that's all you got to do. And then look, see, you're still there where it's red. Just go like that. Boom. Back to full screen. There you go. It's that easy. So I appreciate it if some of you learned the drill that are watching on X. Again, the folks over on YouTube, they usually crush it. We've got we're off just a little bit. We got 2 more viewers than likes, and that's it. And I see what I'm saying. Like they get that thing damn near close to 100%. We usually are rocking at 100%. And so, just the other 2 people, if you could just kindly smash the like button that are on YouTube, boom, we're back at 100. There we go. We're over 100. That's what I like. My fan. I like that. All right. Let's get back to the action here. Thank you, guys. I'm going to take a little sip of the water. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hit the like. Smash it. I should get like little things like what is it? Smash that like button. A little. I'll just make it myself. It's be like, hey guys, let's talk about crypto. A little sound effects of the little banners popping off. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. All righty. We go back to looking at the comments there. Appreciate you guys. Love you in the chat. Love all of you watching. Again, I do appreciate everybody watching the show. It does mean a lot. So you can help the channel grow by smashing the like, hitting the heart, doing the things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So here we go. We are off to TradingView, and let's look at we want to look at some charts of some things and see what is happening. How are things looking? There we go. We are off that. Let's do here. We were on the chart of XRP, but I want to trade this over to this must have been an old time we were watching that go down. I want to look at, so we're going to start with Avalanche. Let's take it off the 30-minute. Let's look at the daily. Let's fix this thing up a little bit. We were, I guess, looking at that there once before as well. Bada boom, bada bing. We probably You know, I think a lot of people were really expecting a little bit more out of this, especially now. Let's look over really quick. Let's go back to Coin Market Cap and let's look at some of the information on AVAX because I love AVAX, ranked 11th. I mean, RWA, they should be doing some gaming stuff, but are other chains going to steal the thunder on gaming? Are they doomed as far as that goes if you're not going to be the winner in the gaming ecosystem? So $146.22 is the all-time high. All right, so let's go back and let's see here. So 146, where are we at now? 146. We got to pull this thing down a little bit. So let's share this tab instead. So now you guys are back on. There we go. So let's just make this while we can. 146. So 242% for it to get back to the all-time high. There's not too many coins, and we can go back and reference some of these other coins of where they're at now and how far off from their all-time highs there are. We can go on the weekly there. Let's see, does that help? Yeah, that actually gets us our all-time high, doesn't it? No, not at all. Oh, it's only 2024. I thought these were each year's here. All right. So at least on this chart, let's go AVAX. Oh, AVAX. And let's go spot Binance. This should probably get us all the way back. And there's our all-time high right here. All right. This makes it a little bit easier to look at. So if we were going to take this from here up to here, yeah, about 237% is that we have to get to all-time high. Let's look at what's another older coin. If you got this thing going back to 2021, let's look at, do we still have VeChain here? No, I don't have VeChain on here. That's weird. VET. Let's look at VeChain. Oh, VeChain has actually got more to go. 461%. You got to do a 4x on VeChain to get to all-time high. All right. Let's also, while we are here, where is, yeah. Now, why isn't this on my, how do you add this to your watch list? Like, why? I should be more information. It should say the stuff right here with like the, I don't know, something's missing. Anyway, all right. So that didn't quite work out. Let's look at what's another. I mean, we know that like a lot of other coins are testing their all-time highs, especially a lot of the newer ones. Let's look at what's another good coin. I mean, I guess maybe some of these older and that's why I read an article today that actually said that like some whales are moving to older coins that are, and maybe I should look up that article, but that they're going to older coins expecting some of these things to run. I mean, that's a 4x on which one was this? VeChain. The AVAX was like a 2.5x. It was like 230%, right, to get to the all-time high. So there's a lot of work to be done there. So maybe there's something to be said about some of these older coins that haven't moved. We got the graph, which is doing a little bit better. We love the graph. The graph is going to be a big performer. Let's see, up on the A side up here, not market side for B, but over here we've got a little green dot here on the daily here for, or this is the weekly actually for the graph. Let's switch it over to the daily. We like looking at the daily chart. All right. So, and there's a lot of things that you can look at here. Like a lot of these indicators right here are look like they're on their way down. So the graph is not something that unless you want to get into a short, which I don't like shorting in bull markets. just let this thing play out and see what happens, and wait for the lines to look a little bit better. But these things look like they are all coming down, and that usually is an indicator that the price, because you can see right here, all of the lines coming down, price coming down, all the lines coming down, price coming down, all the lines coming down. Get ready for the price to come back down. So that's the graph. Let's see what the H bar is doing. H bar seems to be hanging out, kind of level. Doesn't look like everything's quite on its way down as dramatically. So I love H bar where it's sitting. I'm not selling any of mine. I don't need to like take my profits on H bar yet or anything. So Ondo struggle bust, baby. This thing, let's get this thing off the daily. Let's look on a shorter time frame so you can just watch this thing fucking bleeding. Holy Christ. This might also, now remember, not everything is getting hit this hard. This could be panic people selling off, making sure that they're selling off positions or selling parts of their position leading up to the 18th when there's the unlock. Yet, again, it's not as dramatic as everybody thinks. There's not 134% hitting the market immediately that people can just fucking sell. It's a lot of institutional holders that are going to be holding this and being ready. And so, like, this is like honestly at $1.37. Load it up. Look, things are starting. You talk about the other coins where their lines are moving down. This indicator, the market cipher B stuff, these are all moving up. The lines are moving up. That's a good sign. Good sign that things are going to be switching off gear and moving in the right direction. So that's Ondo. So this might be your opportunity at $1.37. I don't expect it to go too much lower. However, I always prefer to see a green candle with a wick on the pivot of direction. And so we would have to get lower than $1.35.6 in order for us to make that happen, to have that green wick and reversal candle that you pretty much see all the time right here. See, like this is like what I'm talking about right here. I only got a lot of shit up on the screen, but you see this right here, and this is just just one example, but this right here, you had this candle right here, and these are Heikenashis. I think that's why. Let's just go candles. So okay, no, they ended up both being green, but here you go. So you've got a green long wick, and then the reversal, and things move up in the other direction. It's not as dramatic, but you've always got a green candle with a wick as your reversal indicator. For me, that's one of the things that I will use. So like even seeing like this, like I wouldn't jump in this trade, even seeing that this thing went all the way down here and we're at $1.37, this thing went all the way down to $1.35. I'm not getting in a trade quite yet again until I see, because this thing has a tendency to fall down. As soon as we get a green candle with a wick, that's going to be a signal to me that this could be a signal of directional change. But it kind of looks like that we're seeing right here. You just need to get some confirmation. Different time frames too. I mean, this is only the hour chart. You could put it on the 4 hour. That's pretty common to look at. You see a red dot on the 4 hour. How much time is left on the 4 hour? You got 2 hours and 19 minutes. Remember always that whenever you check your time frames up, you always want to see what you always see, like a little, for me, especially when you're trading on the shorter time frames, you always see a little bit more activity as the candles are starting to close. Let's see, where are we at? 41. Nothing really going to close anytime soon other than like a 1 or a 2 minute. But nobody needs it. We're not looking at a 2 minute. Give me a break. 48 minutes is the lowest that I'll probably show on a show while we're live, unless we're actually live scalp trading, and then we'll get down to the 5 minute, but that's about as low as I'll go. All right, so that's Ondo. Again, not ready to say that that's officially hit the bottom quite yet. We could see another little wick down here, but then remember, wait for that reversal, wait for that green candle reversal wick, and then let's go, baby. Let's hit that shit to Valhalla. 215, 214 is like the all-time high. We'll be at $5 in no time. $5 in no time. Arrow on base, Ninja. Absolutely. That's one to hold for sure. I've got a lot of my stuff on base in that token metrics one that you guys got me into. Whichever one of you assholes got me onto that token metrics thing, I didn't know existed, and then I got it, and it was doing well, and then as soon as I got into it, it shit the bed. So I blame you, whoever you are. Thank you. It'll be fine. Honestly, like it's not a lot of money anyway, and it's just some some base. It's just some base, baby. All right. Pith. How's Pith looking? To me, again, like Pith didn't really perform much like everything else did. I've got one of those mentalities now that this thing is going to rip harder because it didn't perform. But a lot of people talk about that, but we are down at a low that we had seen. Let's see, this is sometimes you always got to make sure you're checking your time frames before you do anything, like even like put in a trade. I've done that before where I'm like, holy shit, I got to get in. And then you're like, holy fuck, I'm looking at, this time frame. Like I gotta look at something a little bit better than that. All right. So we are seeing some pretty good support at this level that it's at. Obviously, you've got a couple touch points here and you got a lot of activity right here. So this, unless it's going to go down farther, and let's see, its history is up, really. So I would say that this is a really good indicator that we've probably found some support. I think maybe the next step, maybe look at 34.16. If we don't hold that, we've got another level at 32.7, 32.3, excuse me. So and then you've got some, and we can look at some other time frames and whatnot. But this has been a pretty good dip today. Let's measure this Pith dip. This is comparatively speaking to some of the other candles on this chart and time frame that we were looking at. This is a huge, that was a massive wick on that scam wick to the positive. Too bad I didn't realize that. I would have fucking sold cash and then wait for it to rip back down. But this is 11, almost a 12% day. With the wick, if you count wicks and sticks, we're over 12%. So there we go. There's Pith. This could be a great opportunity, guys. Again, all around, this is a great opportunity to buy. But I think Pith itself, not performing as well yet, we know it's gonna perform well. This could be the time for people to load up on their Pith. But that's your decision right here. We are looking at now Solana, $203. I think probably maybe we'll come down here and touch the trend here, 195. I think we'll break 200. Ooh. Man, when was the last time we were under 200? Not too long ago. Actually, earlier in this month. That was silly. Silliness. Before that, it was in December. Okay. I'm being silly. We just need Solana. I've been making jokes and talking about Solana, not making jokes, but talking about $1,000 Solana. I'm in for it, man. I think that we're going to see a big run. I'm in for a big pop. I think you got a lot of people being really conservative with their guesses, and that's okay. We can do that. But I like to see this thing get up to $1,000. And again, 800 to 1,200, it makes me happy. I'm definitely going to start scaling out around the $800 level. So that is for sure. But here we go. That is the Solana train, baby. All right, here's our friends at TRDM down 2.5% today. But in more important news, they are actually launching the automated copy trader, and that is today. So maybe this is a good thing because he said 88,000 tokens gets you access to the Diamond NFT, which gets you access to the automated copy trader. And from what I understand, the tests on this thing have been amazing. So I have got enough coins. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to participate. I'm going to document this and show you guys exactly how it works, how it's working out for me, and all that stuff. I just need to get on it, and I will do that very soon. So, all right. This is one again. So if you want, and you can get in the access, you can get in the Discord for free and just start to learn and kind of learn from some of the community. There's also, it's token gated in several levels. I think at 10,000 tokens gets you access to some other things, and then obviously the higher thresholds get you more access to more stuff. Get in the whale groups and whatnot. And so this is a community again. This is the Trade Master Ninja. They've got the coin, the NFTs, the trading platform, all that stuff. Plus they are what's behind the high IQ indicator that I know, use, and love. You guys can see it on here with the stop loss and this entry target right here, all this stuff. So part of the ecosystem, we might as well use the fucking thing that I've seen the receipts that this thing is profitable. And so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'll show you guys how it all works. So get ready for that TRDM Trade Master Ninja. Let's go. All right. Money flow on the 1 hour on Bitcoin jumped back into the green. Hopefully that holds. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. 1 hour on the Bitcoin. There we go. We are back in the green. Thank goodness. Let's see if we can. Some of the numbers are cooling off. So that's good. It gives us some prime pumpamentals, right? Respect the pumpamentals. How about that chart, right? That's the hourly from the hourly today. Let's see. We started the day at about 99,000. We ranged from 99.7 to 99.3 in the first hour. Wait. Nope, this was the 6th. Excuse me. Man, here we go. January 7th. So we started today. I knew that didn't sound right. At 101,691. And we have since come down. So let's see. Where we're at right now is 5%. We go Wix we're about 5.5%. So down 5% today in 16 hours. Oof. Brutal. Guys, smash the like, hit the heart if you like. Might just be different setups. Different maybe people got different settings, who knows? Deals on bikes. Yeah, dude, people will sell motorcycles for super cheap. This is like the time, and maybe this is, well, maybe I'll wait a little bit closer to spring, but that was always a good moneymaker, is to snatch up a bike for cheap, man. You can buy them for like $1,000 and then sell them for like $5,000 like a month later when people start riding again. That's always a good deal. The wife hated when there was like 3 bikes in the garage, but you know, when we have making them cheddars, it is what it is. I got to get mine fixed. I think I want a different bike though. I think I want something totally different, but we'll see. Right now I'm A-okay. Right now I just want a car. I want a Tesla Model X. So I got to crush this. I got to crush this market fast so I can get myself a car so that we you know, we can have those doors that go up, the Falcon doors or whatever they call them. I'm constantly bumping my head or bumping my daughter's head, putting her into her seat in our car. So I think that will solve the problem if they go up. Just got to make sure that you let them go up before you walk into them. Yeah. So, I got a 2019 Harley Street Bob. I love it. It's fast. It's blue and orange, baby. It's just like the Chicago Bears colors. Absolutely. Not something that I got customized, but when I saw the bike at the Harley dealer back in Austin, I knew it had to be mine. I loved it. It was loud as shit. It's got some Vance and Hines twins on it, some little shorties. It's loud and fast, and it is awesome. However, it needs to get fixed up right now. But might try something else. 68 Shovelhead. Boom. There we go. Harleys. Let's go. We're the riders. The crypto riders. If you ride motorcycles, smash the like button. Vroom, vroom, baby. I know I got to make some custom stickers and some custom things and all that stuff for the members. I love you guys. Appreciate you doing that. So, all right. Let's get back to some crypto talk. Hey, if you guys got any coins, I see Ellie's in the chat. She's always got winners. Drop some tickers or some CAs, and I'll start looking at some of that stuff. I'm gonna hop over to Dex Tools right about now. Here we go. Let's look at some of our favorites. What do we got for some of our favorites? Everything's down. Damn, all of our favorites are down big time today. I'll pull up that TMAI first. Show you guys how bad you got me fucking whacked on this thing. I got in at like 9.7, something like that. Like here. This one. How was this one? We got to make a line. 9.7. There we go. That's where you guys got me into this one, and I say you guys very lovingly. It is absolutely nobody's issue that I got into a coin. I say that as a joke. Currently down 42%. I think that makes about a lot of sense. So we'll see what happens here. I do have faith that this is rounding out, finding a bottom. Might be time. I've got plenty more on the base ecosystem. Might be time to go ahead and make that, because once this happened, I said, all right, I see what's happening here. We got to let this thing find a bottom, and then we got to buy double what we bought up top so that we lower our entry, and that, you know, when this thing goes up, we get into profit much faster. And so that's the move on that one. This Token Metrics AI, as you guys know, Token Metrics, led by Ian Bellina. He is an OG in the space, been around for a while. When I first got into the space, that was my buddy Ross had access to his spreadsheet, so I would see the picks of the month. And I tell you what, man, those were the glory days. Glory days pass you by, glory days, living in a young girl's mind or whatever. Glory days, glory days. All right, Pengu. No matter that it's down today, at the end of the day, it has done a really good job. Now, I feel like we have spent a lot more time at this. Let's see, 3, 4. So here to here. So like that was the zone, right? I know there's a lot of stuff out of this, but I feel like after this launch, right? You know, you got time in here, time. There was a lot of time that was spent here, and yeah, a little bit again, a little bit of time outside of it, but this seems to be like the zone that it was in. So anytime you get something that breaks above, because as you can see, like right here, even though Wix went up, the bodies were pretty darn close to hitting right here. So, and again, this is where it actually, the first pumps, second pump, all that kind of stuff. So good to see this thing sitting above it. This may be one to get a moon bag of. I mean, it's literally sitting at about the same price that it leveled down to the day that it launched. And I know this chart looks fucked up to me, and I said it earlier because like this shit was way higher when it launched, and it just like went straight down. It was like 99% down. I don't understand like how the charts correct themselves or how they look, differently. There's no way this thing launched like way down here and rocketed the first day. Like it was straight vertical down. We were watching the chart. We were watching that shit. Absolutely. Because it was supposed to launch at 9 a.m. at the time the morning show starts, but it launched at 8 a.m. So I know that we were checking this shit out. All right. What do we got here? Anything? Shout out to the chat. I love you guys. I was not paying attention because I was not looking at. I was looking at a different screen where I've got all this stuff. But so I will probably give Pengu another chance. I want to see what happens. You can see, once historically, you got these two red candles here. You got a green one in the middle, but two. You got this one here. So historically, you might see multiple red candles in a row. So I am going to wait and see if we can get Pengu back in the sweet spot here. And once it gets back into the sweet spot, I will buy some more. And so I will keep you guys posted on that. All right. Let's look at our friend CCC. We got Coins Chick Coin. This is one that, we know that we got it. We got a little bit of. We can always buy a little bit more. I fully expect this thing to come back down here and touch the trend line. This was a great pump. However, this coin has done an absolute wonder. You talk about respecting the trend, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not whatever. It just respects the trend, right? It might go up, comes back down, goes back up. Yeah, this was a big pump. Maybe that's an indicator of that's what kind of attention's coming into it now. So we see this big pump come back down here, touch of support. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to, but if it does, man, I'll tell you what, get ready because you'll have a pretty good strong support bouncing off of that. So keep an eye on the CCC coin. Another one, you guys know that I'm a big fan of. Got you guys in on this one early. We can pull the tape because this thing, I got this thing written on here. So the purple line is where we got in, and we got in on day 3, right? We got in right, or day 4 right here. So to all my people that are still holding, if you are still holding your VHS, you're up 5x, right? If some of you all let it loose much sooner, maybe you let go of that big pump. Maybe you sold it for a 10x. Maybe you sold it for a 10x. Look at that. Maybe you sold it down here for a 6x, right? But I will tell you, if you're still holding, you're up 5x right now. So I know these guys are relentless. He works with some very solid people. There's some really good connections that are coming to this project, and there are going to be some pretty big developments in 2025. So this is one that I am invested in, that I DCA into. I'm not buying any more at the moment unless there is a big dip. And by big dip, let's talk about looking at this support level right here. We come back down here, sure, I'll think about adding some more in. But right now, I'm good. I'm happy where I'm at. And I hope you guys are too. So there is that. Now, remember, guys, drop some things down into the chat so I can look at some coins that you guys want to look at. There you go, Valmer. We did the CCC. Virtuals. Let's look at virtuals. Where would we look that up? Would we look that up on TradingView maybe? Virtuals protocol. Here we go. And let's go with spot crypto. Let's go on MEXC. Here we go. Share the chart here. You guys are seeing it? All right. This way we can put some TradingView on it too. So TradingView told you to get into a short, not TradingView, excuse me, IQ indicator told you to get into a short right here. You're down 2%. So if you're on 10x, you're up 20%. Very interesting. So what we can do is we can monitor this thing for some. Let's set up. So we're kind of in a little bit of a discovery mode here coming down because it's been a while since we've been here, but it went up quick. So we can look at volume and see, right here is probably, let's put a trend line here. That right there is probably a good line to look at for it to maybe to come down to, potentially more. Let's see. Let's put more on the screen. What are we? We're on the 1 hour. Let's go on the daily. This thing like absolutely launched, huh? All right, here we go. I mean, honestly, like this thing's probably going to continue to go. I can't imagine that, it's not a meme coin that the rug's going to pull out. A lot of things are using virtual protocol. And so I would think you might see some more action out of it. Does it have another, like, where did this come from, right? Like, this has been running for a little bit, but it made some pretty good improvement. All right, so like 5-6 cents, and here's where it started to jump up. So from like 10 cents to $3, like that's a pretty good run. Who knows how much more is going to come into it. Now let's go to coin market cap so we can look at some of the statistics. Because like when we were looking at Avalanche, one thing that we didn't look at was the market cap. It's a $16 billion market cap. Like probably gets up to maybe 40, $50 billion, right? So price that accordingly. All right, let's share the tab here, virtuals. Rank number 38, coming in at a $3.77 billion market cap. I could actually see this thing 10xing. That's kind of like the sweet spot. And if we end up hitting a very parabolic phase of this bull run, for that thing to 10x from 3 to 30 billion, not uncommon. Not uncommon at all. Let's go back to the all-time chart here. This does look very pumpy, but at the same time, it's doing a lot of pumpy and correcting and then going up. And so this is probably the correction zone for the next leg up. If we were to look at it, it's probably going to be $5, $5-6, maybe more for the next run up. And so I might have to get some virtuals. What is it on? It's an Ethereum base. Okay. All right. It just so happens that, remember, I sold some beams, sold some other things that maybe we'll get some. We'll watch the chart a little bit more so we can add this one in. See, here's the stuff that we wanted. Add virtuals to watch list. There we go. So now we got virtuals on here. So we can make sure that we are monitoring this. And, if this thing drops below this red line, potentially we buy some. This could be a little, does it have the auto fib? There we go. So we're high up in the fib, and I'm not a big fib guy, so maybe some of you guys can tell me about this, but I feel like we probably going to come down to what is it, the 618? I assume, isn't that like where we come down to all the time, if I'm not mistaken? Guys, please correct me in the chat if I'm not mistaken. But the 618 is the one that we see this thing probably come down to collectively to really, come into this zone right here, which makes a lot of sense, right? You get a lot of this action right here. You're going to get a lot of support right here. It doesn't really show, the volume doesn't show it right here. But at the end of the day, you do have volume and support here because you played a little here. You played a bunch here before it made up. And so it obviously couldn't sustain. So it had to come back down, collect itself, and then go up. And so you come back down. This is probably, I'm going to just paint here. You see it coming to this zone, we're buying. We're loading. We're bulk loading. It just went green here. This is only the day. So this is the day. Well, we'll see. What does the chat say? The 618 is usually pretty key. Okay, that's what I thought. So hopefully we'll keep an eye on this one here, and that to me is the signal to get in there. It may lift off before then. It may not. We're going to watch this line right here, and then we're going to watch this zone right there. And so what else, my friends? I've actually been experimenting with fibs, setting them up before the top happens, project the top. I like that, man. I've been doing a little bit. I use this auto fib thing here. I know that I need to get better about kind of, really learning, from you take the bottom and you pull it up to where, the direction change and all that stuff. So same learning, loving learning some new things and some new tricks. And so I appreciate you guys coming along for the journey today. This was fun. Got a lot of you guys watching today. Appreciate you. Go ahead and smash the like button. If you are watching on X, which most of you are, hit the heart. There was a tutorial halfway through. Hopefully you saw that. If you didn't, it's just really, you just like turn your phone and then turn it back and it works. So, all right. That is going to do it for today. Let me look at the chat. What do we hear? Turbo. Make sure we look at Turbo. We can look at Turbo really quick. I don't mind doing that. Let's go to... We'll go to Trading View, right? Yeah, we're on Trading View. I'm pretty sure it's there. Turbo USDT. Do they have it on Femex? Yeah, there we go. Swap. Let's look at swap. It would make the most sense. Okay, look at this. Turbo. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So it is at the bottom of the 618. Oh shit. This might be the time, to get in, right? Like it could potentially come back down, but it is literally at the bottom line of the 618. We know that that's the golden zone, right? Turbo might be the time to get some turbo. Ellie, thanks for telling us. I don't know if anybody else is loading up on the turbo, but I may take another look at this after the show. And I know that I got to go to the gym. I may go to the gym and then deal with the turbo. I mean, it's not going to get out of control. It could definitely get out of control in a matter of time. Crypto loves to do that. Crypto loves to do some crazy shit when I step away for just a little bit. Like I'll go to the gym and, the market will dump, or, I'll go to want to like, all right, I'm going to spend like an hour doing this and just like not look at my phone for 1 hour today, and then does that same shit. It's like, That's life, baby. That's crypto. There'll always be another opportunity. There'll always be another candle. There will always be another trade. There will always be another chance. So be patient, guys. Don't get FOMO. Don't get wrecked. I love you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Go ahead, smash the like button on your way out. Hit the heart button if you are watching on X. We'll be back at 9 a.m. Eastern for Web3 breakfast. That's how easy it is to switch shows around here, right? Boom, boom, boom. Have a great night. And, as always, take care of yourself. Do something to make yourself great. Do something to make yourself better. I'm going to the gym right now, right? I don't want to go to the gym. I want to go home and relax. But I'm going to go to the gym and get myself in better shape than I already am because, damn it, that's one of those things. I told myself I wanted to do 3 fights this year. What do I got to do? I got to stay in tip-top shape. I got to be in better shape every single day because I want to take 3 fights. And so that's my system that I put in place. And so I can't fail. I can't fail my own system. I'll fail my goal if I reject my own system. And so you got to remember to have that discipline to make sure that you are living up to the goals that you have set and put, the plans that you make for yourself. You got to make sure that you actually follow the plan. So swole is the goal, size is the prize. My guy, Jake, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. All right. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.